Welcome back to Mitford Pottery. Slightly impromptu video this morning, and I'm running on my phone, so anything could happen. We're going to throw a large vase which has been requested from the recent National Glass Centre craft fair. So I'm going to use white KGM body stoneware, and we got 2.5 kilograms of clay on a bat, and our dimensions that we're looking for in this throw, just clean my ruler. So the dimensions are 12 inches tall, so we're looking taller than a ruler, and we want about 3 to 4 inches wide at the top, with a little sort of belly. So the plan is throw a 3-inch tall cylinder about 14 inches high, and then we'll take it from there. And hopefully I don't get water on my phone because it's quite close. Shouldn't do. Got the pottery hat on for luck. We got our twisted cut off wire, a trusty throwing stick, pin tool, sponge on a stick, we got an old pointy trim tool for trimming the base when we're nearly done. We got a Hsinchuen Leach pin tool just in case, and we got a couple of wooden ribs, round sort of teardrop one, flat and other sided. Water, sponge, rock and roll. So let us see if we can do it. Now I've got the camera facing the other way, so everything's a bit wrong way round. So I do apologise. But as normal, we are going to water our clay. We're going to get it stuck, because these bats are notorious. These are MDF, water resistant bats, and they're notorious when they get a bit too dry for popping off or not holding your work enough. So as always, we're going to do a pretty big cone. Because 2.5 is just about coneable in one go, for me anyway. Other times you'd sort of do it a little bit at a time, as if you were thrown off the hump. So I think the main thing to do is not to get the base too wide to start with. Oh, there you go, look at that fella. Ooh. Right, now cone them down, so we're going to cone them all the way down into that. So 1, 2, 3, and off we go. So I'm pushing down, get my arm into position to brace. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. And get our dome clear, hopefully in one go. That's not too bad at all, that. I think we can work with that. So we're going to push in a bit on the base anyway when we start to lift, so we'll take a bit of speed off now. Centre, just lean on it a little bit. Right, so break in. So I'm going to start with my thumb. Now obviously this is quite a chunk, so your thumbs only go so far. And then you've got to dive in with your hand. So I'm going to brace the clay with my right hand, and I'm going to, them 3 fingers I'm going to push in the middle, slowly push them down. And because it's such a big lot, I'm going to open it just a touch. And slowly come out. Because with it being a big lump, it's harder to judge how far down you've gone. So I'm just going to push that a little bit further, flatten it out a little bit before we open it out. I'll stop it and get our pin tool. I think it looks quite thick, so yeah, so we're nearly sort of 2 centimetres still. So a little bit more, probably going about our normal sort of centimetre and a little bit. So I'm going to push down a little bit more. And bring that clear out. So now I'm sort of nearly there. Now I'm going to open the rest of this out now, so I'm going to apply pressure to that circle to open it out. Ever so slowly, ever so slowly. I think we'll go with that for the diameter of our base. Now what tends to happen when you're throwing, or when you're doing the base, which is why I left it a bit thick, you'll start in the middle and you'll go towards the edge, so it'll get thinner towards the edge. So it's always, on bigger items, leave a little bit extra than what you need. So now I'm going to flatten the middle out so it's all nice and flat. So I'm just squashing the highest bits out with a wetted sponge, just to get it started. And then I'm going to use the short end of our rib. So I'll give it a clean off, make sure it's wet. Get the water out of the middle so we can see what's going. So we're nearly flat, so I'm just going to apply a bit of pressure on the base just to flatten it out. Lovely. Do us. That also helps compact a bit of the clay on the base to help with stress fractures and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to wetted sponge just to smooth any marks out. Ever so light pressure. And I think our base is prepped. Compact our edge with our thumbs. And what I do need, which I haven't got, is a cloth. So excuse me for 1 second though. Right, got a cloth now. Right, so we got a lot of clay to lift now. Make sure there's no keys in my pockets to stick in my leg. Right, that's it. So it takes a little bit of effort, this bit. Right, get back up there. Get a bit of speed on it, not too much for the first lift. Right. Make sure that's wet inside and out. So, wet hands. So as always, I'm going to collar it in a bit because our inside's quite straight at the minute. So I'm just gently push that over, like so. Right, so we're ready to do our first lift. So the first lift's pretty much just to set the clay. So I'm going to just use my thumb. I'm not going to go any knuckles or anything like that. So and push in my thumb, nip the clay, now I always find when I throw bigger lumps I always lose a lot from the base in offcuts, and what I do want to do is keep this top under control. So I'm going to compact that edge. So that was our first lift. I'm going to keep doing it. So I'm going to push in. Less pressure as I get to the top. Hopefully. So we've done 2 lifts. Let's see how far we've gone. So we're 7 inches. So we've got to pretty much double the height that we've currently got. Now there's a few little ways you can do that, apart from just lifting. So I'm just going to compact that top because it's starting to get a bit uneven. Now one of the ways you can pinch a little bit of height, because we're quite wide at the base and thick, so it's basically collaring it in. So you collar it all in and lift it up. It can knock your piece off centre if you're not careful, so we'll give it a go. So we'll just nip it in a little bit. Follow our cylinder all the way to the top. Like so. Might do another one of them. So most of our clay is still sort of here. So I'm just going to nip the base like that. Right. So we're going to lift again, so I'm going to push in. Drag that clay up. So about here I want less pressure, about halfway. Less pressure, less pressure, less pressure, less pressure. All the way to the top. Like so. So the next few lifts, what I'm trying to do is even that clay out. So the thick bit of clay here, thin it out so it's even all the way up. We'll have a height check. So we're at 8. Long way to go yet. Long way to go yet. And I think I need to work on this right at the bottom here, get this clay up. So if you look down on it, it's still relatively thick. And then when you get tall as well, because you can't get your hands together till further up, your hands tend to work independently, which can be a bit tricky for us amateurs. Right, I might actually go a little slower as well. Right, here we go. I'm going to push all that clay in at the bottom, like that. Push it in, that's it. Nip the clay, drag it up. Even pressure, even speed. Less pressure now. Maintain our speed. All the way at the top. All the way at the top. Woo! Good one. We've got a bit of height on it there as well. Let me just wash my hands. We'll have a height check. How we doing? Ooh, still more needed. Still more needed. So I'm going to get rid of some of this water out the bottom before it ends up like a lake. Right, that's that done. Right, what we're going to do. So I think dimension wise it's not too bad. So just to even it out, I'm going to collar it all the way up again. So run some water down the outside. go right at the base. Collar that evenly all the way up. So as it gets taller and wider, it's harder to rein it back in. So we'll have a look. Can hardly see inside, it's that far down. So we're sort of here now. So this is where all our clears. Did we get any height off that? We've got a little bit of height off that collar, about ½ inch. So we're going to go for it. We're going to get water on the inside. On the outside. And we're going to go for it. So hand in all the way to the bottom. Keep that arm straight. Right, push in, grab that clear, start to lift. Keep them hands working together. Keep the pressure on. Lift that clear up. Right, less pressure now. Less pressure. Keep our hands working together. Keep them going all the way at the top. Ooh, there we go. What do you reckon for height? Let's have a look. We're nearly off the camera. Oh, we're just on 12. We're so close to the height, so I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit. So I think I'm going to have to risk one more pull. So I'm just evening them sides out so we don't get any bulges or anything. So I think we're going to do, because it's relatively thick, the wall still, so I think we've got a bit of clear to play with. So what I am going to do, I'm just going to run my finger around the bottom just to get a groove so I can get right to the base of the clay. And what I am going to do, I'm going to have to adjust the camera a wee bit. Hopefully that'll not fall over because my stand's a bit rubbish. There, a little bit, that's it. Right, so we're going to wet our, actually I'm going to get the water out before we put some more water back in. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you leave the water in the bottom, it soaks into your base and it makes it a little bit unstable, so you're better off taking it out all the time. Right, here we go, last lift hopefully. So all the way in, all the way at the bottom. Push that clean. Nip a bit of clear. Nice even speed. Less pressure now. All the way to the top. And breathe. Right, what we're doing for height. So we're 12, we're just on 12 actually, so really I need to go a bit more. Because as I widen that out, we're going to lose height. So I'm going to have to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to have to stand up to do this bit. Right, so we're going to do one more pull. Hopefully get a bit of height on it this time. So I'm down there, push in, grab our clear. And less pressure when we get about here. Less pressure because it's getting thin. I think we're going to call it for that, so I'm going to put a bit of shape in it. What's the width like anyway? I'm going to check the width. So we're on about 3 3/4, which is alright. So that'll shrink to about 3.5-ish. Right. I could do with a torch actually. You see, the clear feels really thin at the bottom, so I don't know whether to push it to get one more. You know, we always like to take a risk. We're going to let's see if we can get a bit more height. Apologies for the silence. Yeah, that's got us to about 13, so that's good. I think any more I'd need more clear. Right, so we can start to finish this piece off now. So I'm going to just compact that edge. I'm going to get the water out the bottom, if I can reach. How we're doing for time? 23 minutes so far, 24 minutes to do this. So hopefully it'll be done in half an hour. Right, so we'll start to finish off. So we're going to do the base, get rid of this little bit of clear here. Get that out of the way. Like so. I'm going to get a wooden rib. So I want to put a little bit of a belly on it, just to give it a bit of form. So push it out and then back in. So we've got our wooden rib. So I'm going to start off with the straight edge. Lose a bit of speed as well. So I'm going to push against the rib. So that's give us the belly there. So how am I going to do this? I'm thinking that's quite a decent shape. I just need to smooth that bit there. So it goes out and goes straight up. And that, I'm going to call it quits. So I don't want to push my luck. So I'm going to get the water out the bottom, like so. Clean that water out the way. Now we're going to compact our top. Get our chamois, because it is going to have a pouring lip on this, so I'm going to go for the bit that's, because it's not quite flat, so I'm going to go for the bit that's raised up, and that will be our pouring lip side. So that's looking pretty good. What else we got to do? A little undercut for a wire like that. I know it's stopping on the bat, but I'm going to take some of the slip off the outside. We're done, I think. What we got to do, we got to wire it off. So we'll clean our wire. Go nice and slow. Twisted cut off wire. Run that through like that. Now we've got to do our pouring lip, haven't we? So which is the high side? That one facing me, so if I do that, I'm going to do a pouring lip. Stand up for this to do this bit. So that's halfway there, so I'm just going to make sure that lines up. Which way round is that corner? That's it. Right, we're going to let that dry for a little while. So we've got our pouring lip there. We're going to have a nice handle down there, and I think this one deserves a bit of carved decoration when we get to that stage. But that is it for our 2.5 kilogram jug throw. Just get rid of that moisture out of the way. So we're going to let that dry for a while, and when it's ready to trim, pull a handle. When we've trimmed it, the handle should be ready to attach. I'll just wipe my hands so I can sign off. So, thanks for watching. Remember, clear is the way. And I'll see you mid for pottery in another video very soon. Bye for now.